ECS team to do a trace study on all these different things.
You said how we're building on the previous.
The structure will be built on previous CubeSat. Previous CubeSat was different. For example, the mission was different, right? You cannot. It was a 2U CubeSat. First of all, the structure. I'll give you the structure. If I give you the structure, you can extend that structure to 3 in the drawing in one of the CAD tools. What was your question again, Marcus?
I was asking what was the trade study we get on for power systems.
Power systems, okay. We'll come to that. Let's finish this. Okay. So mission mode 2. So mission mode 2, what are we trying to do? We're doing controlled deorder, right? So if you're doing that, what are the 2 requirements? So think about it in the broad sense. We have to maintain a particular orientation. And what else do we need to do in that orientation? We have to fire thrusters. So what do we need? Do we need all of this? You don't need all of this?
So we have to turn it. It doesn't matter if it's spinning.
When you do the gyro,
If we have to maintain orientation, right? You cannot be, if you fire thrusters, if you don't maintain orientation, what will happen?
Then you should mess it up anyway.
It's going to mess up, it's going to do that. You understand? So if you want to fire thrusters, you have to maintain that orientation. Okay? All this will be required for mission mode 2 as well. Plus, what do you need? Thrusters to increase the mission life by, what is the requirement? So just look up what kind of thrusters are available for 3U CubeSat.
And we're comparing things like cost, weight.
Yes, so cost, weight, mass, power consumption. Right? You may need one more thing here. You may need a ADCS computer. Okay. Computer or ADCS processor. You want me to discuss mission mode 2? How it, the flow chart?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you complete mission mode 1, okay? And what do you do? Now I want you to understand this particular flow chart. This is a very basic flowchart. Okay. It will tell you the operation of the satellite. Okay. Tell me if it makes sense. It makes sense? Adi, Kevin?
Wait, what is, so comp means,
So comp is just, is it complete?
oh, okay.
Jailam? Here, start is the satellite will get launched. Okay? So what I'll do is Rocky launch. Once it gets launched, it will go into the safe mode, the default. Right?
Same mode is not same mode, right?
Safe mode, yeah. So the safe mode, or this is the charging mode. It will check the receiver. In the safe mode, it will keep checking the receiver, like you can check your cell phone all the time.
Or no?
So if somebody calls you, what are you going to do?
Transfer.
Answer. So if somebody calls, you're either going to answer, so let's say it says 1, you'll go to data mode. 2, you'll go to comms mode. 3, you'll go to mission mode 1. 4, you'll go to mission mode. Right? So if it receives a ground command, that is, it receives something from the station, from the ground station. And if the command is 1, it will go to detumble. Okay. Then what it will do is detumble complete. There will be a criteria for detumble complete. If it is not complete, it will keep on going back to detumble. If it is complete, what it will do?
Go to send another receiver.
Huh?
Send another call.
It'll go all the way up to
It will again go back to its default. This is a satellite. You see it? Nia? You understand this? Adam, how about you? You guys don't understand this? Huh? It's asking a lot. That's what he said. This is how things work.
so breaking it down, so like in mission mode 1, you can put all of those things,
Mhm.
and when all of them are good, then it goes completely.
Right. Cece, what do you think? This is simple, fairly straightforward. So Nia, just look at this. It's the satellite gets launched. Okay. What will happen when the satellite gets launched?
What is where?
When the satellite gets launched, what will happen?
It goes into the scope.
It will power on.
Yeah.
It is launched such that it will power on. It is compressed and kept like this. Okay. So the on switch is compressed and kept it in off. Right. When it gets launched, this is what happens. That on switch will come on. Okay. Once it comes on, what will happen? It's like you're switching on your computer. If you switch on your computer, what will happen? It comes on, right? So for satellite, there will be no password or anything. Okay, it will go to the default mode. where it is simply sending the signals, sending basic data, and constantly checking the receiver. The satellite can be programmed to do that. It can check the receiver. If there is, why does it check the receiver?
You need to see
Hmm?
which,
Make sure
that
it
the
works.
signal.
Make sure
To get out of the safe hold mode,
It needs something, it is not deciding on its own. Okay. The reason it is checking receiver is, do I have anything from the ground? You command the ground. You can send a command from the ground station. Okay. If there is a ground command, it will get into one of these modes. So once it gets into one of these modes, if it's complete, it will go back to safe hold. If it's not complete, it will keep on.
So if it doesn't get a ground command.
Huh?
I'm saying if it doesn't get a ground command, it goes back to safe hold.
If here there is little scope of ground command. So what is going to happen is, detumble can happen even when the satellite is not in your window. Okay. So here it is going to go here. Okay. There is an automatic criteria. You keep checking how much is the angular rate. So if the angular rates come below a certain value, you'll say it is complete. Now go back to this. Shall be.
And it does, it just keeps going.
Yes, it will keep going until it is not, no more power is available. If the power is too less, it will again go back to this.
I have a question. So, like, let's say, like, number two, let's say, like, something hypothetically doesn't work. Is our whole mission lost? Or
So what will happen is, if something doesn't work, the satellite is designed to reset. It's designed to reset.
what does that mean?
Reset, it is just power on. It will automatically reset the power. There is a switch on the satellite which will automatically, if it hangs for, let's say, a few minutes, when it's not going, it will just restart. When it restarts again, it will go back to this. So what happens is, when it restarts, it's like, if what happens if your computer is your cell phone is out of charge and you start charging?
The power on.
Once it charges, it will power on, right? It is again ready for a call.
Oh,
Do you have to do anything to that? Let's say you are playing a game. Okay, it hangs. Then what happens?
You
It
say
suddenly
you-
freezes.
you below it.
Huh?
Are we
Gotta
using
put the tape.
No, you're playing with your cell phone. You're playing some games, and it suddenly freezes.
Yeah, restart.
Restart. If you don't restart, what will happen?
It's gonna stay like that.
Huh?
It's gonna stay like that.
How long is it going to stay like that?
Forever ain't never.
Not forever. How long?
As
As long as it has power, right? Or if the system is designed, if the system is capable of detecting that freeze, it will automatically restart. Have you noticed your computer restarting automatically or restarting randomly?
Yeah, no one.
So when it hangs, sometimes when it freezes, it will restart automatically, right? A lot of the systems are designed to restart automatically. Okay? So once it restarts, again it will go back to this. Is it ready for taking another call once it restarts? So somebody can command your cell phone.
What's the restart?
Hmm?
What's the restart?
Once it restarts, is your cell phone ready for a call?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is what is actually happening with the satellite. Once it restarts, it will go back to this. It's like it is getting launched all over again.
So we lose our data as well as we collect.
You can recollect the data. But if you have done something, if you have stored this data, let's say you take a picture, do you have to, what happens automatically? That picture gets stored in your storage.
Memory.
If your cell phone resets, do you lose that picture?
No.
It's same. Satellite, if it takes some data, it will store it in the onboard storage. So you don't have to retake the data. However, you will have to resend that data. But you don't have to retake the measurements. Okay? And if it keeps failing in one mode, then what does that mean?
The one that is not faulty.
Hmm?
That's virus. It's
If it keeps failing, then your mission is a failure.
Oh.
So what happens in bigger satellites, what they do is, the satellites are designed such that they can upload all of this from here. So if there is some fault in this operating mode, in this software, they'll just upload the software, entire software onto the satellite. We may not have that provision for our satellite. Okay. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
So let's discuss the electrical power system. So what do we need for electrical power system?
You need a battery. Battery.
Right. So first we start with power source. What is power source?
Solar cell.
Solar. So you need to figure out what kinds of solar cells you need. Do a literature review of the size, shape, efficiency. Efficiency is one of the. So if you have, let's say, if you're going from 28 to 29% efficient, and the cost is twice, will you go for the more efficient ones? Probably not. That is a decision you have to make. Power storage. Okay. So this is, we're using battery. Right? So think about how you select a car. What will you do for selecting a car?
Money, mileage, gas.
What side of the engine is?
I don't know about that.
So it again depends on you, what you need. You know what you need, right? So when you look at power storage, when you look at this from this thing, from a vehicle point of view, you look at the fuel tank. How much is the fuel tank you need? Right? Even if the bare minimum fuel tank available out there is sufficient for you, you'll just go with that. Okay? Then you look at maybe 2 or 3 brands, correct? And then figure out what brand you like, what brand is you think has better, let's say, quality in your opinion. That's what you'll go for. It's the same thing with all of this. So power storage, when it comes to batteries, there are a lot of CubeSat batteries or space grade batteries. You have to just look at a few of them and say, I'll go with this. What else do you need? Power storage, power, this thing. You need a EPS distribution board. This is the regulation. So what we'll do is, what you're going to see is, you saw how the stack is in the satellite, we disassemble and disassemble. Each stack is, each board is a subsystem in itself. So there is a power EPS distribution on a power board. So you go choose this power board, which will do, essentially this is also the EPS computer. These days, computers are so inexpensive, the processors are so inexpensive, you can practically put them, how many computers do you think your cell phone has?
1, 3, 4, 8.
Exactly. So it may have, there are, you've heard about quad-core processor, octa-core processor. Most of your cell phones are at least quad-core processors. So you have 4 core processors. Plus your, if you have a really bright screen or LED screen or some fancy screen, that will have a imaging processor. So that there can be a small processor. Did I show you a processor for each board when we took apart the stack? I'll show you that. Yes.
What's the difference between a computer and processor?
So computer is, so what you're going to look at is this power processor is one single chip, okay, which does all the math or all the processing for you. But this is connected, so this is the CPU, Central Processing Unit. This is connected to small other chips. Okay? And this makes the computer. It's like the motherboard. The motherboard is like the computer. The CPU is that one chip which is put in the center. So this is the processor. This whole thing is a computer. Okay? What else do you need? So this power storage, you can look at batteries or you can look at battery board. Do you need some smarts on your battery?
Need what?
Some smarts for battery. What are you concerned of a battery? Overcharging,
Heat.
heating, right?
Leakage.
Leakage. What is the capacity? You want to know all of that, right?
Weight.
So you'll have, if you instead of getting a battery, if you get a battery board. Also, one of the important things is, do you need a charger, battery charger and a battery discharger? Battery charger. So battery charger will be part of that battery board. Okay. Because what is going to happen is, you have solar cells, this will be charging this, right? But these two voltages, the voltages have to match when you're charging. So when you're charging, this voltage is probably less or more than this voltage. And you need to convert that to proper voltage. So that is when you need a charge. Marcus, answers most of your questions? Any questions with regards to this literature review? Ivana, you think you can do this? It will just give you an idea of what is out there. Okay? And once you have an idea, you can actually get into this field and start designing your own site. It's like just going out there and you like to fly drones, or let's say if you are given an opportunity to fly drones as a hobby, would you do that?
Yes.
You would do that, right? So that is when you have to look at some things like this. You have to look at what propellers, what batteries. Once you start looking at this, you get more and more interested. Then you look for more task-oriented drones. Yes. Yeah.
Well, will you send us the full Freddy Summers team and the full CAD?
I'll send you the CAD. I'll put it up on the folder she has created so that you can access it. Okay. Any more questions, concerns?
Can you guys go bowling tonight at 9 o'clock? Can you guys go